Willie, we're with Go Climb the Mountain, and today we're having our first group interview. We have, starting from right to left, we have Tara, we have Ted, we have Nate, and we have Robbie. Ted is hanging out with the undergrads today. Can you tell us a little bit about what brought you out here hiking in the mountains, 3500 Club?
Take it away, Nate.
Well, I just recently finished my 46 up north in the Adirondacks, so I was looking for the next big adventure. So that's really why, and just for good nature.
For good nature, got it.
We were looking for something to do on the weekends. We like hiking, so that's what happened.
Yeah, and Robbie, what about you?
I met up with her and she was doing it, so I just tagged along now.
How did you guys all meet?
Oneonta, we all
Yep.
go to school
School
there.
together,
Nate just graduated.
Awesome. And Ted, what about you? What brought you out here hiking, and what's kept you out here all these years?
Well, we moved to Ulster County in 1978, and I used to have a farmer, well, I still have a farmer friend nearby, and we used to chat because he was a real talker. And one day we just got talking about hiking and mountains and stuff like that, and I said, well, what would you recommend hiking? And he said, well, I would go over to Moonhaw and go up to the Boy Scout Trail to Wittenberg and Cornell. And so I said, sure. He said, but you know what? He said he had this barn that was kind of leaning over, and he said, it's about as steep as the side of that barn. And I thought that was really cool. And so that was my first hike in the Catskills. Oh, maybe that was 1980 or 81 or something like that. And I've been hiking pretty much on and off ever since.
Wow. So, I mean, you all have very different hiking experiences, and Ted, you've been at it a little bit longer than the undergrads. Can you speak a little bit to how the mountains and your hiking experience has changed over time?
Well, it was truly wilderness way back. There's a lot more traffic, which is good. People should enjoy the wilderness. There's a lot. I remember a time I tried to go on a solo hike between Friday and Cornell, and it took me 2.5 hours. It was just totally trees this far apart, and it was really, really hard. Now I hear there's a herd path there. You know, everything is becoming herd paths, which is inevitable to happen, but it's very different, I should say that. I'm not going to criticize, you know, it's great that there's a lot of people out in the wilderness now, but it's very different now.
And for viewers back at home, a herd path is when a lot of people walk over the same path, so it kind of becomes an unofficial path. So let's hear a little bit from the undergrads. How's your hiking experience changed over your hiking tenure, however long it's been?
Okay, well, I guess my first real hike I did was back in 2010. So since then, back then it was kind of more about the view. Like I was like, oh, the view is so cool, like the way the clouds and the earth interact. But then as time has gone on, especially as I've graduated college, I've learned more about the environment around it. So I now pay attention to what plants I see, or like what kind of geology is like, and how that varies from different mountain ranges and regions in general. So that's kind of how it's progressed for me personally.
Okay. Robbie, Tara?
I went to summer camp for most of my life in Claryville, so we would obviously go on a lot of hikes around the Catskills near that area. I'm studying botany now at Oneonta, so now I guess instead of just being a young kid hiking in the Catskills with my friends and my camp counselors, now I'm actually paying attention to the plants and hiking with new friends from college. Definitely a lot higher of mountains than just paths around Frost Valley.
Yeah.
Well, I just started pretty much this summer, but since I met up with them too, I learned a lot more about the plants and trees and stuff throughout it. So I think that's a cool experience.
Yeah. So as we kind of finish up, I want to speak a little bit about Leave No Trace. Can you share a little bit about what it is and how it's affected your experience? We'll start with our seasoned veteran and hike leader, Ted.
Well, when I was a Boy Scout, when we finished with a campsite, we would go arm in arm everywhere where there had been people. And we were told that if you see anything that indicates that a person has been here, pick it up and throw it away. And that was way before there was something called Leave No Trace. So by going arm in arm, you could miss nothing.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good example because you shouldn't be able to know that anybody's been here before. People say, well, is it biodegradable? Can I throw it away? Well, no, because then it's a trace that you've been here. It's not really wilderness, pristine wilderness like it used to be.
Absolutely. Anything for us youngsters to add?
I mean, I went up through the Scouts as well all the way, and again, like the same experience. It was all about like leaving it almost better than how you came. So, yeah.
Awesome. And I just want to share real briefly that I'm starting a project where we're picking up trash that we find on the trails and really inventorying what we find. And kind of rules of the game are that when we find 20 pieces or more, we make a spreadsheet so we can really show consumers and companies who make these products the impact that they're having and their opportunity to make a difference. If you're interested in getting involved, send me an email at my blog address. It's info@williekane.com. It's really about leaving the environment as a better place for someone else to explore so they can have the same experience, if not a better one, than we had. So this is Willie Kane with Go Climb the Mountain, signing out.